Did you know that you could become codependent with family members even as an adult? Hi, I'm David Essel. For the past 40 plus years as a #1 best-selling author, counselor, and more, we've helped millions of people understand the powerful negative effects of being codependent in life, whether it's with family members, coworkers, bosses, friends, neighbors. It's a very serious addiction. I'm going to tell a story today about how we can become codependent or stay codependent with family members even as adults, and how it holds us back from living a vibrant, powerful, full life. I worked with a client a number of years ago, a woman who was 50 years of age. She was raised in a very strict environment. Certain religions, certain churches, certain numbers of attendance per week was mandatory. Well, of course, until she was 18. When she went to college, though, she continued to allow her mom and dad to run her life. And as she went into her 30s, 40s, and finally 50s, she reached out to me and said, David, I'm not very happy. I've gained a lot of weight. I think I'm in a relationship with my mom and dad that's not healthy at all, but I don't even know where to begin to heal. As she told me the story over and over again, throughout her whole adult life, her mom and dad expected her to call 7 days a week, even though she lived 1,500 miles away from them. They expected her to attend the same church as she attended in childhood, and they expected her every week to tell them about the message of the sermon. She was underneath the fire, I will say the thumb of her mom and dad at 50 years of age. When it came to dating, it was the same thing. She had to date a certain man that was in a certain religion, going to a certain church, making a certain amount of money. And every time she would tell her parents she met this great guy, if that guy didn't hit every number that her mom and dad wanted, they would tell her, you need to get out of that right away. And she would, until now. As we started working together, I could see the pain. I could see the suffering that she had been through her whole life, trying to keep her parents' love. And the only way she could win their love was by doing it their way, every way they wanted. And yet to her, it almost made her sick to her stomach. She realized she had no life of her own. She realized she had to change, but she didn't have any idea of how to do it. So we started right away working with something called disengagement, where instead of talking to her family 7 days a week, we cut it down to 4 to 3, and eventually we ended on 2 days a week that she'd be on the phone with her family. Now, they weren't necessarily happy with it, but she was starting to feel less stressed, more calm, and more in control. And then when it came to dating, her and I made a decision that if it was important to tell her parents about some guy that she was dating, there would be 2 reasons. 1, she was engaged, or 2, she was getting married. There was no need to update her mom and dad on every guy she dated, because the same thing was going to happen. How much money did he make? What church did he go to? How many services did he attend? She was under the fire constantly. So she decided to avoid the conversation entirely, until she was with a guy that she was totally head over heels in love with. And it was at that time that she broke the news. Of course, she had to deal with all kinds of hell from mom and dad about making poor choices. But by then, she had been working so hard on her independent nature, she just let it roll right off her shoulders. How about you? Do you have a brother, sister, mom, dad, grandmother, grandfather, aunt, or uncle that's constantly advising you? And are you constantly taking their advice, even if it goes against what you truly desire in life? See, that's being codependent. Let's work together. We have one of the most powerful courses ever put together on codependency. It's called Codependency Kills. And I can take you through this course from anywhere in the world via phone or Skype. Let's do it today. Visit me at talkdavid.com. Sign up for the course, Codependency Kills. Let's create a new existence for you. A life of independence. A life of power, of joy, of calmness, and of happiness. Join me today at talkdavid.com. Together, we will create a powerful new existence that will last for the rest of your lifetime. I'm David Essel. Have a beautiful day.